As you can tell by now, I'm not a cooking snob. I just think that it's fun to cook noodles with shrimp. Perhaps in the greater classical schools, culinary schools, that's just not done, but hey, to me, cooking ought to be fun, it ought to be creative, and it's a sensual act, I think. So, don't allow what you see on the screen to influence. Think for yourself. Today, I'm using scallion, thyme, onion, and Scotch bonnet pepper. The tomato is there because I later added it to my dish, but I did not show that on the screen. And I'm using the lowly top ramen soup noodles. These things are about 15-18 cents a package or something like that. And you'll find them in a lot of American homes. But why? Because it takes only 3 minutes to cook and it's easy. Today, I'm using cooked shrimp you find in your supermarket. This is a good buy, I think. It's about $5 a package, but you have enough shrimp to last for 4 or 5 meals. So, first, I melted some butter in the skillet. Second, I chopped up all that onion, scallion, and Scotch bonnet pepper. It's okay if you can't find Scotch bonnet pepper. Habanero to you. Hot pepper. I like seasoned food. In the meantime, I had some butter in the skillet as I showed you earlier, and that was melting really nice. Now, here is the secrets to my shrimp dinner. Curry powder and some cornstarch. Now, I used about I think about 2 tablespoonfuls of curry powder and 1 tablespoonful of cornstarch. And what I did, I added cold water to it. Now, if you don't have cornstarch, that's fine. Just use twice the amount of flour as you would cornstarch. That's all. Then I've crushed up the noodles and put them in a frying pan, just like this. I watched it carefully because I don't want it to burn. After all, I'm cooking with butter, remember? And when you cook with butter, you gotta watch what you're doing. Next, I added my scallion and onions and Scotch bonnet pepper. Again, stirring frequently because I don't want it to burn. Now, this is my way of doing things. You may want to consider doing things your way. Alright? As a matter of fact, it's advisable that you do. Because I might have made a mistake on the video, and when you do it your way, you won't make any mistakes. Then I added some water, maybe half a cup, maybe a cup of water to my cooking here. And what I did, because the noodles are still not cooked, as you can see for yourself, it does take 3 minutes after all for the noodles to cook. I put the lid on. Put the lid on, so to speak. Alright? Once the noodles are cooked, of course, I take the lid off and I added the shrimp. Now remember, this shrimp is frozen. So it's going to slow the process down quite a bit. So once again, once I added the shrimp, put the lid back on. Make sure the shrimp is defrosted, number 1. And number 2, it is thoroughly cooked. Then I mixed up with cold water, as I said earlier, my Jamaican curry powder, and cornstarch. As I said, if you don't have cornstarch, use twice the amount of flour. It does the same thing. Secret is to use cold water. There it is. So I added my curry and cornstarch. And notice what I'm doing really is trying to get the curry onto the shrimp, number 1. Don't forget, I already have my Scotch bonnet pepper in there to add some spice. And now the cornstarch will thicken my sauce, and the curry would add the flavor that I like to the shrimp and to the noodles. And really, that's all there is to it. This whole process is really less than 15 minutes once this cooking starts. But like I said earlier, don't forget to do your own thing, add your own touches to it, and make it fun. I mean, what's the point of cooking if it's not fun? By the way, and this is just a suggestion, doesn't matter how wealthy you are, get some ramen soup in your house because it's really quick and fast. And this recipe has nothing to do with nutrition. It just has a lot to do with fun and fast. Fun and fast. Fast and fun. So, first I had a toast. I added my shrimp noodle to the toast, and it was very good. Very good indeed. Don't forget, my shrimp noodle already has butter on it, so I didn't even bother buttering my toast. Boy, that was good. But because I was still hungry, I decided to use my leftover rice. Remember what I told you in an earlier video? I tried to keep rice in the refrigerator. I used to have a rice cooker, but I try to keep rice in the refrigerator for times like this. So, again, some leftover rice, I heated up in the microwave oven, and then I added my shrimp and noodle mixture. Oh boy, was it ever good.